Hey guys, Keaton here with TechSmart, and today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the brand new Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro 8.4. Now this is arguably one of my favorite tablets now after my experience with it, and I think it has a lot to offer in the table and can definitely give the iPad mini with Retina display a run for its money considering its size. So we're going to be taking a look at both the black and white variant, and Samsung has pretty much just released a zillion tablets. We have the Tab Pro in the 8.4, 10.1, and 12.2 configurations, and then we have the Note Pro, which comes with the stylus, and I like the stylus a lot, and the 10.1 and 12.2 configurations. So Samsung, you've pretty much killed it with the amount of tablets on the market right now. So without further ado, let's go and check out to see what you get inside your Tab Pro box. So first here, let's go and unbox the brand new Tab Pro. So let's go and take it out of the box. We're going to go and set it to the side and dig in to see what other kinds of goodies we get. So peeling back the tab here, we are greeted with three things. We have our USB wall adapter, which will enable you to pretty much just plug the cord in and start charging. This wall adapter is pretty standard with most Samsung phones and devices. So digging in a bit further, we have our micro USB cable. It's got a decent length to it and it's pretty sturdy. I like the build quality of it. And then the final component that we receive within the box is our literature. And trust me, there's a slew of literature here. So first in your literature pack, you have your Galaxy Quick Start Guide. Then you have your Samsung Galaxy reward cards that pretty much just go ahead and register your product online and you'll get some type of rewards. And then you have your software update information because this does come with an update out of the box. And then finally you have your Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro health and safety guide. So once all the plastic is removed, we have this kind of faux leather backing here. It's prominent on the Note 3 and all the other Note tablets out there. So go ahead and powering on the device here, and while we wait for that to power up, let's go ahead and take a look at the white variant. So moving on to the white variant itself, it's the exact same unboxing process with everything included. It has a nice white color to it, and personally I like white phones, white tablets, pretty much white everything. And again, we have that faux leatherette backing on the back, and I personally don't mind it. I think it's a lot more luxurious and makes the product feel a lot better than just traditional slimy plastic. And now that both of these tablets are out of their cardboard habitats, let's go ahead and hop on into the review portion of this video and kick it off with some hardware. So up first, we're greeted with an 8.4-inch display, our touch capacitive buttons, and our 2-megapixel front-facing camera. And then moving towards the side, we are greeted with our IR blaster, our volume rockers, and the power on switch, which I feel are very tactile and placed quite nicely. And then at the top here, we're greeted with our 3.5mm headphone jacks. You can stick a pair of headphones in that jack, and you're all set to go, and you can just start rocking out to your tunes. And on the side here, we're greeted with our micro SD card slot. Now this has 16 gigabytes of internal memory, so you can go ahead and bump it up to 64 and have a pretty banging device. And then on the bottom, we have our micro USB charging port and 2 speakers. Now flipping it to the back, we have our 8-megapixel camera, which is surprising for a Samsung tablet, at least just what I expect, an LED flash and that faux leatherette backing. The Galaxy Tab 8.4 is rocking a 2560 by 1600 8.4-inch display with the pixels per inch of 359, so this is definitely one of the higher end pixel dense tablets out on the market right now. It comes in at just 11.85 ounces, so it's relatively sturdy in the hand. It features a 2.3 gigahertz processor, and that's a Snapdragon 800 processor, 2 gigabytes of RAM, Android 4.4 KitKat, which is definitely my favorite Android by far, and then a 4800 mAh battery. So up next is software. So the Galaxy Tab Pro is running Android 4.4 KitKat with a skin of TouchWiz. Now I'm not a big fan of TouchWiz on smartphones, but I can kind of deal with it on tablets. So this guy's obviously running the Google Play Store here, and it features a plethora of applications. So from reading books to music to games and just standard applications, the App Store here can really do all that and more. So up next, in one of the more prominent roles with the brand new Tab Pro is Magazine UX. So what Magazine UX is it's powered by Flipboard, and it just delivers you all the content you want with just a simple swipe to the left or right. So you can pick categories from style, fashion, business, technology, and a slew of other ones. And I really like how it is. You can kind of customize the layout of it, and you can just put a zillion tiles or just a few tiles depending on what you really do like. And I've always been a big fan of Flipboard. I like how you can actually flip through your stories versus having them always streaming and just constantly refreshing. And I felt like it was a very nice experience with the crisp text on the screen, just being able to keep up to date with what my friends are talking about on Twitter and what other publications were talking about in the world of technology. So by swiping to the right here, it's the same kind of Magazine UX experience. I have a few Flipboard tiles here, just the ones that I feel are a little bit more important and that I want to focus on, and then I have my calendar just so I can go ahead and check to see when I gotta walk my dogs next or make my next video. And I found this to be a less obtrusive way than having to go and dig through all my apps and then go find what I really wanted to. And I think this is what Samsung is really trying to market here. Now of course you can go ahead and substitute other things such as your Twitter feed, YouTube, Facebook, I mean, pretty much any social network or anything like that, and even some of the Samsung apps themselves. So overall, I think TouchWiz on the Tab Pro has really stepped up from what we've seen on past Galaxy Tabs, and it was very enjoyable whilst using it, and I don't have many complaints. Moving on here is the display on the Tab Pro 8.4. Now, not often do I really rave about a display on a tablet because there's only really been one tablet I pretty much use, and that's the iPad mini and the iPad Air, and those displays are fantastic. But this brings a whole new light. The 359 ppi and the 2560 by 1600 resolution just make this tablet absolutely fly. Pixels are so damn clear. Text is just flying off the page. Games look marvelous. Movies look just drop dead gorgeous. I mean, every single word that can describe beauty, this tablet truly has. And I just found my experience to be so enjoyable. I think the 8.4 inch size is perfect. I'd love to see maybe Google do that with their Nexus 8 device or other tech companies just looking to get into the tablet space. And I felt that both portrait and landscape modes were pretty natural and they felt great on an 8-inch display. Sometimes I feel when you get to the 10 and 12.2 inch sizes, it just feels so awkward to use it in portrait mode, but this is most definitely not the case. I felt with gaming, colors were just vibrant, and I just think the entire display itself is something Samsung has really keyed in on and just killed it here. So I think this is a tablet I'll start using on a daily basis just because of my experience and how positive it has been so far. Moving on here is the camera. So the camera in here is pretty good, both the front-facing and the rear-facing camera. We see an 8-megapixel shooter on the back and a 2-megapixel shooter in the front. Now both of them are sufficient for if you want to go Skyping or you want to just take some pictures of nature. It looks really good in some of the modes Samsung features within all their software, because you can find it on pretty much any phone they release. They're fantastic and they really shine here on a tablet. Just a side note here, please do not be the one in public who's taking a picture with their tablet, at least the rear-facing camera. You look absolutely ridiculous, and trust me, next time you see it, you'll know. So overall, I was really impressed with the camera and both of the capabilities that it could do. I like how you can change the aspect ratios, the video quality for just those certain type of modes, as when you are shooting in a lower quality, it actually saves memory. Just a fun fact there. And I felt that Samsung really knocked it out of the park with the cameras this year, and I'm happy they went with an 8-megapixel shooter over a 5-megapixel shooter like some of their competition. So some new features found on the Tab Pros is leather kind of backing, and for some reason the black one feels a lot more grippy than the white one does, and this is the exact same case on the Galaxy Note 3. Pretty weird, but I personally don't mind. The camera is also a big step up, as it is an 8-megapixel shooter on the back and a 2-megapixel shooter on the front, as last year's was just a 5-megapixel shooter on the back and a 1.3-megapixel shooter on the front. The display is also a massive bump up, as it features a resolution of 2560 by 1600, as last year's model, or the Galaxy Tab 3, featured only a resolution of 1280 by 800. So serious pixel upgrading here, and you're going to be absolutely blown away by how clear and sharp it truly is. Last but definitely not least here is Magazine UX. I really love how it's non-intrusive, and it just almost is the gradual way to go and check notifications, check your Twitter feed, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever it could be. And I just think that it's definitely the future and what we'll see. I really hope Apple does something similar to where it's just more natural and fluid versus just having to tap through everything, and it's just so obtrusive and it's not natural by any means. So Samsung, you've truly killed it here with Magazine UX, and I'll definitely be a user for life. So lastly, the biggest thing with any device is the battery life. So on the Tab Pro, it features a 4800 mAh battery, and Samsung claims about 11 hours of multimedia usage on the Tab Pro, and I was able to actually achieve around 8 hours, so I'd say that's not bad for a tablet, as it can definitely last you a full day. It's just not what the advertiser exactly claims it to be, but then again, this tablet is fantastic, and it's powering a lot of pixels because of that awesome bright screen. So overall, I was very impressed with the battery life. So overall, I would definitely recommend the brand new Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro in the 8.4 inch configuration. I've had mine for just over a week now, and I really like how it's very comfortable in your hand, it's subtle, and the screen just will make your eyes melt. 359 ppi is definitely something you don't want to joke with, and I really like the price too. It starts off at $399 for either the black or white configuration, and it comes in at just 16 gigabytes of internal memory, but that can be upgraded with the micro SD card slot. The camera in here is fantastic. If you do want to take pictures with it, please do it indoors because people will judge you. Just trust me on that. And I think the Android App Store is fantastic here, but something that I really like is the Magazine UX. It's very subtle. It's powered by Flipboard, a service that I personally enjoy, and you're just able to kind of control your life and just explore what you have to do throughout the day, or just explore new tech news, and it's not too intrusive like you might have to go dig through another application to go ahead and find. So overall, I'm definitely a big fan of the Galaxy Tab Pro in the 8.4 inch configuration, and it's slowly snuck its way into becoming my daily tablet. Thank you guys so much for watching this video where we unboxed and reviewed the brand new Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro in the 8.4 inch configuration. I had a blast doing this, and if you guys enjoyed watching this video, go ahead and drop me a like down below, as it lets me know you guys want more videos like this. And believe me, I'll definitely be making more of these, as I truly do enjoy making them. Also, drop me a comment down below letting me know if you guys would buy this tablet, and if so, which color would you buy? Finally, go and subscribe to the channel if you want to be updated when we produce a brand new video on cool tablets like this or just cool tech in general. A link can be found in the description below, or there'll be an annotation on your screen right now. Thank you guys once again, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye-bye.